Oh, hi there. It's Nat here, aka the Wolf of Watertown. You might be wondering why I'm wearing all of this gear. Well, it's pretty cold out here. Some might say it's very BRRRR out here. Now, BRRRR is something that the rappers and kids say nowadays, but in real estate, BRRRR has been around for a long time. And it's an acronym that stands for Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, Repeat. The first step to the BRRRR method is to buy, and this is without a doubt the most important step. If you mess up this step, you'll automatically set yourself up for failure. Now listen here and listen clearly. This step you can absolutely positively not mess up. If you mess up the buy phase, you are automatically screwed for your deal. And in order to be successful here, you need to know your market. So you need to know what type of units are renting for how much. And you need to know what the typical house it's actually being sold for on the market. You never want to buy on the higher end or in the middle. You want to buy more towards the lower end. And what you want to focus on are properties that have potential but need cosmetic work. The reason why you're searching for these properties is because it allows you leverage to be able to better negotiate with the seller. If you can leverage this to your advantage, you can lower your price for the home. The goal is to use these cosmetic work needed to leverage with the seller in order to reduce the overall price that they're selling their home for. And the less you pay for the property as a whole, the more cash on cash return you're getting and the greater returns you're making on your investment. Rehab. Now, when it comes to rehab, there's nothing that a little bit of tough love and elbow grease can't fix. For cosmetic repairs, I like to hire local handymen who can get the job done for a cheap price. When it comes to more serious issues such as plumbing or electrical, I hire qualified individuals because those are areas that I'd rather not play with. When it comes to flooring, a mistake I've made is putting in carpet for rental properties. Now, carpet seems like a good option because it's the cheaper option, but in the long run, it's actually worse because you're gonna need to change carpet much more than you would if you just got laminate flooring. When you get laminate flooring, it's much more durable, tenants can't destroy it, and it actually saves you money in the long run. Another area to focus on that really helps with appraising the home is the kitchen. People love kitchens nowadays, and you gotta remember, much of the purchasing power in the world today belongs to women, and women love kitchens. Instead of completely taking out old cabinets and replacing new ones, which would cost me thousands of dollars, what I do is I simply have a contractor shave down the old cabinets and paint it with cabinet paint. Afterwards, I take off the countertops and replace them with new countertops. And then I switch out the hardware on the cabinets and replace them with new modern hardware. Now that your unit is ready to go, the next step in the BRRRR method is to rent. So you've already done your calculations in the beginning and you already have a projection of how much rent goes for in your market. So you put it down on the market and have someone else pay down on your mortgage in order to help you build equity within your home. Now, if you're at this step, you've already built wealth into this property in two different ways. The first is through equity. So you put a tenant in the house who's paying down on your mortgage. So you're gaining more and more equity within the home each month. So what I like to tell people is you don't own a home until you finally pay off your mortgage. And even then, you still have taxes that you have to pay. So each month, as you have your tenant paying off on your mortgage, you're gaining more and more equity in that home. The second way you created value in that home was through the rehabs you did. So now the home will sell for a greater price on the market. So you go to your bank and tell them, hey, I want to do a cash out refinance. Now, a lot of people think you need to wait a year in order to do a cash out refinance. That's actually false. You can actually go right to the bank after your first mortgage statement and try to do a cash out refinance. After they do the appraisal and figure out how much your home is worth, they'll wipe out your previous loan and then reinstate you with a new loan under new terms, the whole nine. So under your new loan, they basically take the sum between that and how much your home was worth initially, and that's how much you get paid in your cash out, excluding all the deductions that are made from fees that are taken in order to do the refinance. And the fifth and final step of the BRRRR method is to repeat. So you take this cash out that you have and use it as a down payment for your next home. And then you repeat the process over and over and over again. And as you know it, you have more and more properties, you're collecting more and more cash flow, you have more and more equity building by tenants paying down the mortgages, and you have more and more passive income coming in. And at the end of all of this, however many years it takes you to build up the portfolio that you want, You have properties that have been paid for by other people. You're generating monthly cash flow. And now you can sell these properties if you want to and take the lump sum home. Now, if that's not a deal, I don't know what is. I think that's actually better than this ice cream I'm eating right now. Now, thank you for joining me again for another episode of Wolf of Watertown. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, make sure to like and subscribe. And please help me grow my Instagram. Just follow me on Instagram at Wolf of Watertown. Now, can I get a BRRRR? Peace.